turn to your far left. Gunther, from Germany, what's the view of the German landowners on this issue?
Good afternoon. Gunther Schulenburg from Germany. I would like to give you the first small impression of a part of an interview which I made this last summer with Gunther in front of our Operation Pollinator, please. Could you please bring the film?
So Gunther, Count of Schulenburg, tell me what you grow here.
We grow wheat, we grow rapeseed, sugar bee, barley. And these are the main fruits we bring up on 950 hectares of arable land.
How important are natural pollinators to your livelihood, to the agriculture here?
I think natural pollinators are always necessary, and not only for my, it is necessary for in circumstances of keep the nature and the biodiversity. It is necessary to have, I think, a better nature result at all, which is also useful for have better results for the agriculture, for the harvest. But at the end, it's the responsibility for the landscape. Because what we do is, I have to feed my family from the result of bringing out of my farm. And so I feel a very high responsibility for the landscape.
And in your view, high crop yields, the key to that would be good pollination. In other words, pollination has a real value to you as a farmer.
We have to find a balance between keeping species, and we have always the problem that critics come to us and that we destroy them by spraying and everything. And I think, no, we have to find the balance to give them a chance to survive together with the agriculture and with the forest, of course, because my second business is forest. Thank you. Yeah, my second business is forest. That means that for me, this kind of discussion sometimes goes too much in a certain direction. For me, is the linking between the landscapes very necessary, and not only the solo view on what we can do on our farmland. To show you, or to give you an impression what kind of greening we already do just now, I show you here on this presentation that we have this Operation Pollinator initiative, which I had now the second year together with Gunther. I'm very pleased for the support of Gunther, and I'm very happy about the good fortune of this project we're doing together. We have the chance to get 6.5 hectares. You know, we have to ask how many is official possible to get money for it, and so we make a little more to be clear and don't have any problems. So it's a little more than 7 hectares we managed on this Operation Pollinator. I have to say that we make in total 950 hectares, but the measure point for this is 750 hectares because I make a 200 hectare on an extra farm service with a partner. For me, also very necessary is what we do in the intercropping situation. That means before we put the sugar bee seed in at the beginning of the year or coming April, we always make this intercropping on 80 to 100 hectares based per year on how high is our sugar bee part. It's something between 80 and 100 hectares. So we also have here, we have a maximum of 40 hectares, we will get some money for it, but we make more than the double. That means our land is always covered by intercropping. This is for us another personal greening we do every year. The third part is mulch. Mulch is for us, we make only a 10 to 15% plowing anymore on our total farm scale. So we have something between 550 and 580 hectares on this mulch situation. There's only an 80 hectare, we get a kind of some money from the state because more is in our area not possible because we are not in the right area to get more of that, but we make it for ourselves. That means there is kind of investment also made by us in this kind of greening on our farm. And for me is the link between the landscape which is surround my farm, and this is not only my forest, these are different other things. We have hedges and we have water, and we try to preserve our culture landscape, and we try to make with Operation Pollinator and with different other engagements a link between biotopes. And what Mr. Pieper said before, we try to raise up species like taking something for hares, taking something for partridges, not to shoot them, to have them, in our area, we shoot more wild boars. And so we try to find a balance. And so at the end, I think this has to be in the head of the decision makers here in Brussels, that there is a lot of greening already done by farmers, not only in England, in Germany, I think all around Europe. And for me, it is very necessary that a 3, 5, or hopefully not 7% reduction of our arable farmland is not, for me, the right decision, because we have to produce food, we have to feed families, and we have to feed the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gunther. You made very similar points to Tim Piper, but clearly you're both doing the right thing, coming from the right direction, you with your natural pollinators, your intercropping, your mulching. And I think you've raised a very interesting point. You're doing it already. But I guess, the question is, or the reality is, there are many farmers in Germany and in the United Kingdom who are not doing it already. And clearly we have to address what they should be doing. And when we come to the questions, I think that, DG Environment could well have an input into this. But Jana, you firmly are going to speak about the environment and environmental policy. And what would be really good, Jana, would be to hear from you how you think environmental policy could be enhanced and improved and interjected into the CAP so it delivers more environmental outcomes, really